All right, what's up, YouTube? Look, we back again with another video. I am 100 Keep. Y'all look me up on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the above.
And I'm Chainsaw Charlie. Y'all look me up on Instagram, TikTok. Y'all know what it is.
Just with everything that's going on with the whole Nickelodeon documentary, the P Diddy stuff, I want to talk about the price of fame. The price of fame. What the price of when you hear the price of fame, what comes to mind? Now I'm gonna ask you this: what's the ultimate price you would pay
For fame,
for fame?
the ultimate price I would pay for fame, being that I'm a family man, I would say it would be time away from my family just because I was chasing a dream that I thought was fitting for my life. But anything else, the price of fame. And it might sound crazy because what you got to understand is when you, let's just hypothetically say you're an entertainer, you may got to go shoot the basketball 82 games out of a year, and that may stretch over weeks and weeks. You may be a rapper, you got to be doing shows. So you going to almost sacrifice your family to go do that. Even truck drivers, I know truck drivers that take care of their family on them
Maybe
semis,
gone.
but they on the road, but they got good money. So I would say the price of fame. Well, I know that you're gonna pay with the pros gonna be you're gonna have the life you want financially, but the con gonna be being the time away from your family. So anything outside of that, I think it started to get a little bit more too demonic or too much for me at that point.
Good, you make a good valid point. Most definitely, my answer would be the same. Time for fame, because I know money comes with fame. Not a lot of money sometimes, depending, but I know money is going to come along with the fame. But I think most definitely my answer would probably be the same. Time is about the most I can is the most the is what I can pay for fame.
Yeah.
The price of fame, it would just be my time. Nothing more, nothing less. My morals, I'ma stick to them, man. That's just me. That's how I feel now. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been in that position where it was like, you want to be famous or you want to stay a nobody. So nah, fuck that. I can say if I was approached with that,
Opportunity.
opportunity, I don't think I'd take it. I don't think I'd take it. Not for
Yeah.
no fame. Not for no fame. I don't think I'd take it.
Well, it's almost like trying to get monetized on social media.
Mm.
It's like what I mean by that is you can say you won't take it, but if you understand the price of being famous, you can monetize off it at any given moment. Now, you might be the person that's the diamond in the rough, and they say, "Nah, we're gonna give you riches instead of the fame. If you want to be famous, cool, but we're gonna give you riches." Some people might sell to that because you gotta understand we coming from impoverished neighborhoods, never had nothing.
Yeah,
So
fame is a lot.
if I've been dribbling the basketball since I was 5 years old, and I finally make it to the NBA, and they promised me fame, riches with a little bit demonic spirit on it, you can look back and say, "Hey, my mom stuck in the hood." You know, man, I ain't dribbling no basketball all because you want to say your mores, and you look back and your mama life's finna get cut off in water. Man, you might make a decision. And then you'll be upset at your parents, like, "Mama, you don't know what I done for you." Now all of a sudden, so I believe you can. I tell you all the time, the devil can only tempt you by that which you like. So you can't tell nobody like LeBron or D Wade or Stephen Curry not to sign that deal, even if it has a demonic spirit behind it, because they've been dribbling the ball their whole life. It's still a part of their dream.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, man. The world is built off our temptations.
You're right.
And what I mean by that is you're gonna be tempted by that which you love. A hustler gonna be tempted by money or a prison cell. A basketball player gonna be tempted by fame, championship rings, along with money. But also, if he get into some of these players, they know. I just seen Bruno Mars. He in debt with
Seen that.
MGM with
I
all
seen
his
that.
money. Just think about it. Them people know he got a gambling problem.
They seen it. They seen it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they seen it. It's like, oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah,
nigga.
so bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, a man told me, "Who are you when nobody's looking? That's who you really is." So think about whether it's P. Diddy, think about it whether it's TD Jakes, think about whether it's LeBron James. When nobody is looking,
Who are you?
Who are they? What
Yeah.
would you do if you knew, like, ain't nobody seeing me? I'm finna go do this tonight. I'm finna be out. I ain't going home tonight. I'm drinking tonight. Everybody got vices. And that's how the world would get you. Once they know what that vice is and they exploit that, you have to be careful. That's when your morals got to kick in. That's why I always tell people you got to have something bigger than yourself that you believe in. Because if you don't, yourself, you'll fall short to the flesh.
No, most definitely, man. You most definitely will. So I'm gonna talk on a lower level of price of fame because you got your famous, like your big time rappers, people that's on TV mainstream, that type of famous. Then you got your citywide state famous as far as we would call it popular or they name ringing bells in the city like that.
Okay.
So we can just call it semi-fame. I would call it semi-fame. If you
Okay.
one of those people like known throughout your city, I'm not even gonna not you have some type of fame about you. I would just call it semi-fame because that's not an easy thing to do. To be known by your city, that's not for something. To be known by your city for something bad is easy, But I'm saying just still to be known by your city, if you're trying to do it in a positive way, that is hard. Like that is hard because, you're staying true to yourself and positive the whole time, and positivity don't really get noticed before negativity do.
True.
So you got people who probably can, but okay. But basically, what I'm saying is, I still see people paying the price of fame as adults now. Like you had those people who was popular in high school, and some kind of humbled themselves when they got out of high school. Like, damn, I'm really not that. So let me just act like who I really am. But I'm not like that anymore. I had that name in high school, but now 5 years later, afterwards, like people see I'm not, what they expect me to be. But people are still pedaling backwards in their lives just to keep up an image or a name to be famous, to still have a name in the city, but for what though?
I believe so. It's To me, there's always a positive, a negative, a good and a bad. There's always the law of correspondence. So what I would say is, in this world that we live in, it has turned into a system of where we want to be able to monetize this system, make money. So if you can come outside and somebody say, man, that's such and such, eventually you can turn that status into dollar signs if you're smart enough. So we come out every day with a mask on our face. Everybody do it. You have to. For instance, I own a barbershop. I cut hair. That's what I do, right? So when I come outside, people ask me, hey, man, can I get a haircut today?
Yeah.
So I have to be in barber character to make money. But that's what I do to make money. That's not who I am. You understand? So when you say, why do people still act like this or act like that? Because sometimes it's hard to get away from it because people give you that. Like we used to hear about certain dudes that, man, he got that one hitter quitter in the club. So now you known as the fighter. But eventually, every time something go wrong or don't go your way, you got to fight because that's what people know you as. Really deep down, I even heard Mike Tyson say he used to be scared in half of his fights. But he come out and demolish people. But a lot of people who will shoot you right off the back, who will fight you right off, they really be scary. They just, before you do something to them, they tension take over and they say, shoot them before they shoot me. I really was scared. But back to what you were saying, like, why do people still put this on or put that on? Like, I don't think people really understand the world is a stage and we all acting in our own movie. Like you literally hear everybody you see is just a reflection of you. That's why I say it's a spiritual side to the world. You got the spiritual side and you got the physical side. Spiritually, we all are acting in our own book. We write each chapter by chapter. This chapter, I was thugging. This chapter, I learned how to file a business. This chapter, I finally opened up the door to my business. This chapter, I'm a father. This chapter, I'm a husband, et cetera, and it go on. And you have to take on all those roles. Because you got some dudes, let's just say if you famous. LeBron James. Okay, well, that's his actual name. Let me think of somebody who a rapper. Okay. Lil Baby. He Lil Baby to the world. But when he go home, whatever his government name is, that's what his gal calling him. What's his name? Jason or something? Jason, take out the trash.
Something like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever? They got viral videos of kids walking up to their daddy calling by their government name, and it literally changes. They whole mentality changes because for one, you ain't finna call me by my government name. You my child. For two, you better call me daddy because I'm used to it. But for three, it literally changes your mentality. It's no different when I used to tell brothers, if I walk up to somebody and be like, "What's up, nigga?" Some niggas respond to that. But if I walk up to you and be like, "What's up, brother?" You know I ain't trying to harm you.
Yeah.
It changes your mentality. Why would you not think about doing no nigga shit? You probably won't even shake up with me the same. You probably won't even, you know.
Yeah.
So words are so powerful. So you have to be careful what you name your child. You have to be careful what nickname you take on. You have to be careful what you call yourself, because all that brings on the spirit.
Yeah, with the name, you right. Words do mean a lot. All my nephews, they started out with nicknames and they got rid of all of them. When they moved my mama, it's crazy because they don't like their nicknames. And now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah, y'all nicknames was kind of weird. It was Fat Face. It was just, but it was Yan. But when I was young, it was just so normal. It was like, it's their nickname. But then I got old, I'm like, no wonder y'all hated y'all nicknames. Some dumbass nicknames. Fat Face. Like, who the fuck want to be called Fat Face? I was like, but you right. Words, words most definitely hold some weight. So that's that. Why do you think women don't get ashamed as much as far as when they lose their kids to the system and the women who just leave their kids with their parents or their grandparents?
I would think it's because one is more like publicly, the system. And if you lose them to a parent, it's like, okay, at least you got family members that can take them, because somewhere in your heart, people still will judge you, but they'll be like, but she can go back and get them from the parents or the grandmama or the granddad or whatever the case may be. It will be a bit of shame off in there, but I'm going to be honest with you. In today's world, she'll have all the friends, all the boyfriends in the world not having her kids. Girl, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? People whisper and talk about it. And some people learn how to defend it with not having their children. We just living in those type of times. But when I was growing up, when a parent, definitely a mother, didn't have their child, it's probably because due to drugs or maybe incarceration.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But just to be free and not have
child, no responsibilities and just to go party.
Yeah, in today's world,
that's changed, haven't it? That's crazy.
More of a trifling thing to me.
Wow, because it has changed. It went from mothers losing their kids because of drug and alcohol or whatever the case, to now mothers don't got their kids because they just, like you said, want to be free. They just want to have fun. Like, they don't like, what the fuck?
We have different parents from our generation to the generation now. And what I mean by that is, and I say this all the time, and you can maybe attest to this, I've never heard my mama talk about her dreams. What I mean by that is, once they had us, they knew it was about us. These kids these days, they'll have children and you still want a rap career. My nigga, you been trying to rap 20 years.
Yeah.
And it ain't happened for you. Now, at best, you should take all the knowledge you got out of them 20 years, buy a studio and pass that knowledge on to your son and maybe try to get him in the game early. Not to say you're supposed to ever stop, because people do rock and roll until they dead and gone. So I'm not saying rapping got an age on it, although people say that. I don't believe that. If you can still do music till you die, do it. I'm only saying when your finances is not catching up with your responsibility, then I think you should set that to the side. But just to sit right here and talk about your dreams, because in today's world, you can say, I want to be a rapper. You can put a song out on Instagram, a little video clip of a minute, and you get 10 to 15 likes. That's enough for some people to keep going.
Yeah,
it don't turn into no money. But when our mamas and them had us, you think you never had a auntie, a cousin, a grandma back in the day who could sing, know they could, but never made it fresh. But once they had you, they put their dream to the side. So I'm just saying, we live in a generation to where you can hold on to something that's hindering you, because social media makes you feel like you getting somewhere with it when you're really not. Once you had that child, it's about them. So to the mother or father to give up their child, we really got it more easier than our parents, but we making it more difficult.
Yeah, it is, because you'll have females who kids stay with their parents, laughing at other females who lost their kids to the system. But it's like, you don't have your children either. I mean, yes, you can see them quicker than I can see mine, but it's like you're choosing not to see. I'm trying to get their kids back, and some just like it's like, you know.
And I'm gonna tell you how you know the generation didn't switch. I seen a poster say, "I'm from a generation to where we never even knew our parents got income tax."
What? Hold on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Our generation, you know, when income tax hit.
Yeah.
We talk about it, we splurge about it, we show we don't care. We argue with you about it, but we never was hearing our dad has got their income tax. My mama, I don't know if you had. I didn't hear my mama's and aunties bragging about no income tax money.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. The responsibility.
Yeah.
Man, listen. People have to understand. I'm gonna keep stressing this. You have to understand public and private. Everything is not supposed to reach the public eye. You think my mama got a praise for buying a house? You think she was able to post it on Instagram, I got a house? You think she was able to get a hand clap and say, I got a new job, or I got a raise, or I got a new car? Like, we want to be praised for doing regular adult human shit. Your child got all A's. So my mama and them children been get all A's. It was nothing. They didn't get to get praised like that. Your family knew.
Yeah.
Whether he was bad or good, man. Look, man, listen. Lil Yaya got suspended today, or Lil Yaya made the principal list. You know, it was talked about in the community. Word of mouth was way stronger. And I believe we're gonna go through a great reset with all this old type of stuff, and we need it.